I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's just say more amazing than me, because I'm still trying my best to find a traffic free way to my friend's place. Yep. So I'm sorry the mask keeps slipping because I'm talking so much. So I took the mask off just so you can, better understand me. And also I'm about to park my car somewhere, just somewhere where, I could talk to you in a better way. Also, I really hope that the last week was super fabulous for you. At least for you, because it wasn't for me, not really. I met with a minor accident and I got my right hand twisted and my shoulder hurts really bad now. Yes, it's a surprise that I'm still driving, but driving is something that I can't just let go. That's something that's one of the most integral part of my life and what I really love to do. And this is one way of finding my me time where I can think better, think more clearly. So yeah, I hope maybe आप लोगों के पास भी होगा ऐसा कुछ. तो there might be a different way for you to feel this way, to think clearly, to just sit alone for some time. And or maybe some people find their me time traveling, interacting with more people. This is my way. So अगर आप लोगों का नहीं है तो I really suggest you find one, because you won't know its importance until you actually spend a me time day. Okay, this is an amazing sunset that time. Okay, let me show you. So you guys kind of witnessed one of the most amazing sunsets. Not okay, sunsets are always amazing because I love them every day, and I try my best that I am somewhere in a place every day that from where the sunset is visible. That's another way for me to feel peaceful, because to watch something beautiful. Because आजकल की दुनिया में to find something like that which makes you feel good about the world is very difficult. Yeah, very difficult to find something like that, and you'll somehow end up finding peace and feeling good while watching nature. Yeah, nature never disappoints you. It will never, ever, ever, ever. So maybe that's the reason also that why do I travel so much. So yeah, okay, coming back to today's the context of today's video. Welcome back to Selfie Mondays, and this is a segment where we are working on ourselves. We are developing skills that will make us a better person, and which will definitely come handy for you if you are planning to achieve your goal, planning to live your dream. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it, because this is already the 6th episode of Selfie Mondays, and because so that means, and I hope you understand that means we've done 5 episodes already. So you are running pretty late for that. So please do subscribe. And okay, I found a good place to shoot the video, so we'll begin right now. Let's get the video started. let's get the video started. And the topic for today is Selfie Mondays. The skill that we are going to develop today is patience. So now that you're working towards achieving your goal and living your dream, you need to have this skill. And why? Because we have a couple of reasons to have this skill in our daily life. Because if you don't really have patience, because achieving your goal and working towards your dream is not something that you'll achieve in a week, in a month, or maybe in a year. So for that to happen, you really need to have patience. If you're working towards something like that, something big like that, you need to have patience in you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So with the first segment, let's take why patience are important. The first point I came up with is it will help you to not quit, because this patience plays a very important role in the lives of people who decide to quit working on their dreams and quit working on their big goals that they've planned for themselves. So if you have patience, if you're good in handling things like that, with patience and all, being patient in tensions which require patience actually, so I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to work through it, work your way through it, and it will actually eventually help you to not quit. So what you need to not quit going for your goal and working on your dreams is that patience. You need to have patience. Things won't give you the result in a day, in a night, in a week, in a month, or maybe even a year. If you're working for something that big, you really need to have patience, right? So the second thing I came up with, why you really need to have patience if you're working towards something that big, is it will help you to manage your stress. Because if you're working for something that big, you'll be working very hard. You'll be working in way different sectors, way different fields that you haven't worked in probably in all your life. So you'll be going through a lot of stress, because compromises, sacrifices, this will there will be a day when you'll be so stressed and you may not even know where to go next. So that's pretty stressing. So being patient in those kind of situations will actually help you manage your stress. It will help you to put your stress in a good direction, maybe in a direction that will actually further help you to keep on going, to keep on working towards what you have been working for so long. Patience plays a very important role in that. And if you do not have patience, you'll always be worrying about something, maybe even the minutest of the thing will actually make you worry. So being patient will help you manage your stress and be more productive. If you're actually managing your stress in a good way, in an appropriate way, you'll be able to be more productive. Because being impatient will consecutively lead to making impulsive decisions which never come out good, which hardly come out good. Because trust me, I've been in that place. I've made some very impulsive decisions in my life and I've suffered really bad. So yeah, now that we've been working on these things, I've been working with you, so this is actually a practical example. So it will actually manage you to not make impulsive decisions which never come out good. Impulsive decisions never come out good. Those kind of decisions which you take when you're really very happy or you're really very disappointed, those sudden decisions never come out good. So being patient, being actually be able to analyze that situation, analyze the problem, and consequently analyzing the way that you're going to get through it, that's the key. So you need to keep in mind that, right? So these were the three key reasons that you need patience for something like that, right? Now let's talk about how we are gonna manage that thing, getting this skill in our daily life, patience. How are we gonna do that? So the first thing, that if you're being impatient in that situation, what you need to do is distract yourself, or maybe take a break from something that you were doing that gave you that stress, that made you that impatient. Take a break from that, do something else, do something that makes you feel good. Listen to your favorite music, dance, cook, bake, paint, whatever makes you feel good. Take a break, and when you feel fresh, come back to that situation, and trust me, it will you'll be able to think of solutions, think of ways that you can get through it, that you were not able to think clearly previously. So just distract yourself in that situation, take a break. So this is the first thing that you can do to stay patient in the situations that make you impatient. Yeah, it may sound lame, but trust me, it works, because it worked for me. It still works for me, because there are situations where I get really angry, or where I actually lose my control, and those are the situations when I need to distract myself from that particular thing that's making me impatient, or that's giving me stress. I distract myself, I do something that I love. I go for a drive, or I go watch Netflix, I talk to my younger sister. So those are my kind of ways. You can think of your ways that make things that make you feel happy, and distract yourself. With that said, let's jump on to the second thing that you can do to stay patient. Analyze the situation, and you'll know what triggers you, what makes you that impatient, what gives you that much stress that you get impatient in that situation. There are certain triggers, maybe for something that's very hard to do. So if you're practicing that for a pretty long time, it will get you frustrated for some time, and it will give you stress, and it will make you impatient, that will probably make you want to give up. Because something, I completely understand, if you're working on something, there will be times when things will get super difficult to do. So know your triggers, know when you'll get impatient, and when will this working hard will take a different direction that you imagined. So there may be a time that thing is kind of unachievable. You'll feel that thing is unachievable. Maybe that triggers you, because if you're working consistently, continuously for a long period of time, and you're not able to think that clearly, and you're not able to achieve or learn that thing properly, it will, I completely understand, it will get you frustrated. So you need to have patience on those trigger points, at least, that you'll know that will come, and you'll actually experience them in your everyday life. So whatever you're doing every day, you'll experience them. You'll know what are your trigger points, what gets you angry, what gets you impatient, what gets you restless. So you need to have patience in those situations. And with that said, let's jump on to the third point I need you to have in mind whenever you get patient. Take a step back and just look at a bigger picture. If you're aiming for a certain goal, it's not that just you're working for that goal, on that goal. You're working towards that goal, and if you're working towards something, there will be steps that you need to jump, you need to go through. So if there might be a step which you feel is difficult to do, and which is not that easy that you imagined it to be, that is the time you may get impatient, because that thing is getting more difficult, and probably at the back of the mind you may think that it is maybe even unachievable. So just take a step back, look at a bigger picture, and realize why you actually started working towards that thing. Take a deep breath, take a step back, and look what you have done till now, and where you have to go. Just as they say that whenever you feel like quitting, just remember why you actually started. So keep that in mind. Take a step back from that thing and look at a bigger picture. So that's the third point you need to keep in mind if you have to be patient, which is very, very, very necessary if you're doing that thing. And also, not that keeping patience, being in control of your emotions will actually make your mind more peaceful. It will actually be like, if you're in control of your mind, you're in control of your thoughts. Don't let the mind control your actions. Don't let the mind control your emotions, because that screws up. The mind will actually screws up if you're going what your mind tells you to do. If your mind tells that you should be stressed right now, you will be stressed. If your mind tells you to quit right now, you will quit. You will feel like quitting. So don't let mind do the talking. You should be the owner of your conscious, and you should know what to think, where to go, when to take a step back, and when to proceed. So the third point was, take a step back, take a deep breath, and look at a bigger picture. With that said, let's jump on to the fourth point, which is kind of easy, but still it will take time to inculcate in yourself. And that is, let's just take an example. Now that I'm an engineer, so an MBA in a business analytics, so maybe that I take pride that I have learned MS Office pretty good. I know R, I know Python, and I know some tools like that. And you should think patience as a skill that you should be proud of, that you have it. Take pride in being patient. Think patience as a skill that makes you a better person, that separates you from the other people. Because patience is actually, maybe you don't realize it, but it is losing its essence from the world today, because nobody is that patient right now. Because you may know how many people get murdered, road rage, blah blah blah, too many examples of anger and things like that. So if you're patient, you should be proud of that. Take pride in your patience. Make it a skill that you should be proud of. That was the fourth point. And patience is very important. Lastly, I will actually emphasize on the fact that patience will not just be useful for achieving your goals. It will actually be useful for you if you want to live a better life, if you want to handle your relationships well, if you want to make good choices. Patience will play an important key, will play a key role. So okay, if before wrapping up this video here, I leave you with a thought that now that you've worked so hard on your goals for yourself, do you really want something as minute and something as shitty as anger and being impatient? Screw your hard work, screw what you've been working on for so long. I hope not. I'll wrap up this video here, and I'll see you in the next video. And I really, really hope that you're working on yourself with the Selfie Monday segment, and this is coming as useful as I thought it to be. And I'll be attaching the links. If you haven't gone through my previous Selfie Monday segment, I'll provide you the link in the description of the previous episodes, and I really hope you go through them before coming to this, because every skill that we've discussed till now, and this is the episode 6, so the 5 skills that we've discussed till now are really very important for you to learn. Really very important. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, okay, if you're still here and waiting for the video to end, and probably waiting for the end credits, because I know they're cool, I really hope you subscribe to this channel, because I want you to subscribe. There's no other reason. And also that I'm trying my best to help you guys. So I really need some support, right? Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.